Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. For those here in the physical sanctuary on 50th Street, I'm going to invite you, as I do every week, to come close. Our voices sound so sweet when we're sitting near each other, so please come close. Sit next to someone you don't know. It's really awesome when you sit next to someone you don't know, because then you get to say, hi, who are you? What brings you here?
Or alternatively, if that terrifies you, just the fact that we get to sing and pray next to somebody who you would be terrified to have a conversation with, singing and praying next to someone is the best way to actually meet and become attached to a human being.
I love this because I feel like we're both playing dress up, because I'm the introvert who doesn't really talk to people, and you do talk to people.
No, I'm the introvert who doesn't talk to people. You're getting us confused again.
Okay. Anyway, whether you talk or not, come close to each other, as close as feels comfortable. Get ready to welcome Shabbat. And just settle in. But honestly, to begin with a little bit of laughter together is a real miracle, a real blessing. If you have these little sheets, we'll be beginning there, singing Judeo-Persian together to welcome Shabbat.
And just to note what, the meaning of this song, it begins with, for the sake of the Torah of Moses, by the merit of this assemblage of beloveds, may we soon receive the news of our redemption. Zechutei Torei Moshe Zechutei Jamei Chaverim Bar Maresan Besora Azomadane Yeshua Ashrechem 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 Yisrael Ashrechem 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 Yisrael Ashrechem Yeshua Aobayati Barorim Bar Maresan Besora Azomadane Yeshua Ashrechem 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 Yisrael Ashrechem 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 Yisrael Ashrei Asher Ashrei Ashirim Asher Lishlomo Ashrei Asher Ashrei Ashirim Asher Lishlomo Ashrechem 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 Yisrael Ashrechem 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 Yisrael
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everyone. Good Shabbos. So good to be together. So sweet to see your faces. I'll invite one more time my chutzpahdik invitation of coming closer. If you're here in the sanctuary on 50th Street, really it shifts the way our voices sound together when we can hear each other, when we can be. So it's really wonderful to get to be in space with you. Hello, my name is Rabbi Ariel, for those that I do not yet know.
I'm MJ Gilbert.
It is a delight every week to be in the sanctuary, to be marking week after week after week together in exactly the moment that each week finds us. This particular week, so much is happening in our world, so much is happening in our little community. We are gathering for many reasons, and we are gathering also to honor this human being who is going to rabbinical school and who is choosing to, one of the ways of marking her move to Boston is by leading services with us here. And so part of what we get to do is just sort of, we're all in a mikvah. We're all in this sort of like pre-Shabbos, entering Shabbos mikvah together of song and of prayer. So we begin the book of Dvarim. We begin the book of Deuteronomy this week. And it takes Moses only 9 verses to say to the people. Moses is in the process of retelling the entire journey through the desert, and 9 verses does it take him to say, "You're all so much. Like, you're too much for me," right? And I want to offer us Moshe's modeling of just saying it out loud as one invitation into Shabbat. That our work of entering into this time of rest is not to pretend like there's nothing going on. Right? We don't have to say like sublimate or avoid. Moshe is modeling a sense of like, I'm going to tell you what's real for me, and then I'm going to keep going. Because it's only 9 verses in, and Deuteronomy is long, right? Moshe, and I'll be talking about this tonight in my Dvar Torah, has a lot to say. And that's magic. And so I just want to invite us this Shabbat, every Shabbat, each day, to bring our fullness, each of our fullness, and not hold it back. And also don't get lost there. Don't get stuck there, right? Go all the way, say like, this is where I am now, and we're going to keep going together. And thank God, where we get to go together is into song and into connection, into, God willing, a little bit of letting what has been held close all week loosen, into breath, and into Shabbat. And whether this is your first Shabbat or whether this is your, how does one even count? 1000th upon 1000th Shabbat, welcome. This is a new one. Each Shabbat is new. I'm going to be blessing you during the Dvar Torah, so I'm going to invite you to light candles, but I'm not going to bless you now, so don't be startled. Okay. MJ, would you be willing to light candles and bring us into Shabbat? Good Shabbos, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. We'll begin together. We've already begun. We'll sing Yadit Nefesh. And I'll tell you what page it's on in just a moment, unless someone finds it first.
I think. Do we have the whole thing on page 10?
No, that's only the first. Oh, I found it. Page 332. For the long version. That's right.
This is Shir Tikva. We do the long version. Settle in, my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. It's Kabbalat Shabbat pajama party time tonight. ידיד נפש הרחמן משוכב דך אל רצונך
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 ירוץ עבדך כמו אייל
ירוץ עבדך כמו אייל
ישתחווה מול הדרך כי יערב לו ידידות אך מינו וצוף בכל טעם כי יערב לו ידידות אך מינו וצוף בכל טעם כי יערב לו ידידות אך מינו וצוף בכל טעם כי יערב לו ידידות אך מינו וצוף בכל טעם
אדוני זיו העולם נפשי חולת אהבתה
אדוני זיו העולם נפשי חולת אהבתך
אנא אל נא רפנה לה
אנא אל נא רפנה לה
בהרות לנועם זיווך אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לה שמחת עולם אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לה שמחת עולם
אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לה שמחת עולם אז תתחזק ותתרפא והייתה לך שמחת עולם ותקיימו רחמך וחוסנה אל תתענה בן אהובך
ותקיימו רחמך וחוסנה בן אהובך
כי זה כמה נכסוף תכסף
כי זה כמה נכסוף נכסף
לראות בתפארת עוזך אנא אלי חמדה ליבי וחוסנה אל תתעלם אנא אלי חמדה ליבי וחוסנה אל תתעלם אנא אלי חמדה ליבי וחוסנה אל תתעלם אנא אלי חמדה ליבי וחוסנה אל תתעלם
יגלנה ופרוס חביב עלי יצוק עד שלומה
יגלנה ופרוס חביב עלי יצוק עד שלומך
תאיר ארץ מכבודה
תאיר ארץ מכבודך
רגילה ונשמחה בך מהרה ובקי במועד וכוננו כימי עולם מהרה ובקי במועד וכוננו כימי עולם
מהרה ובקי במועד וכוננו כימי עולם מהרה ובקי במועד וכוננו כימי עולם
Page 12
לכו נרננה לאדון Nariya Litzoyishenu Mikadma Fanav Itoda Izmirot Nariya Lechuneranena
We'll continue on page 13, the top of the second paragraph. That's nice. It's a nice Shabbat experience. You don't even have to go anywhere. You just move your eyes to the other side of the page.
I went ahead and turned my page. Yismechu Hashamayim
Yismechu Hashamayim
V'tagel
V'tagel
Yiramayam Umilo Yismechu Hashamayim V'tagel ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ ירם הים ומלואו ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ ירם
We'll turn to page 16, 5 lines from the top. Yiram hayam umlo tevel veyosh veiva Yiram hayam umlo Let's turn together to page 18 and rise and root for Psalm 29.
מזמור לדוד עבור אדוני באלים עבור אדוני כבוד השמוז עבור אדוני כבוד שמו ישתחוו לאדוני בחרדת קודש כל אדוני על המים אל הכבוד אדוני על מים רבים על מים רבים כל אדוני Yachil Adonai Yitbarach Kadesh Vayechet Adonai Yicholei Layalot Vayechet Ovarot V'chokulo Martaveod
We'll turn to our little sheets in the book and find Ana Bechoach.
Ana Bechoach Gedulat Yemincha Tati Terura Tati Terura Kabel Rinat Rinat Amcha Sagveinu Tareinu Nora Ana Bechoach Gedulat Yemincha Tati Terura Tati Terura Kabel Rinat Rinat Amcha Sagveinu Tareinu Nora I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, in the wind of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. I believed in solid ground until I saw the earth in motion, the wind of steady change, and in the ever-rolling ocean. Ana Bechoach Gedulat Yemincha Tati Terura Tati Terura Kabel Rinat Rinat עמך סגבנו תרנו
Turn to page 20, Lecha Dodi, and welcome Shabbat. When we come to the 9th verse, you're invited to open your doors and windows, to open the doors here on 50th Street, and rush out to welcome Shabbat. You want me to shruti?
Would you shruti?
I would shruti.
It will make things easier.
Wow.
Lecha Dodi likrat Kala.
Lecha Dodi likrat Kala.
B'nei Shabbat nikabela.
B'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Lecha Dodi likrat Kala.
Lecha Dodi likrat Kala.
B'nei Shabbat nikabela.
B'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet l'tila Lecha Dodi likrat Kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mikor ha'beracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila Lecha Dodi likrat Kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Mikash melech ir melucha Kumitzei b'toch ha'afecha Rav lach shevet b'emek habacha Vehu yachamol alayich chemla Lecha Dodi likrat Kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Hitnareri me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei tifartechami Al yad ben Yishai bet halachmi Kora'el nafshi ge'ala Lecha Dodi likrat Kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Toreri, toreri, kiva orechu miori, uri shir daberi, kivod Adonai alayich nigla. לך דודי לקראת כלה. פני שבת נקבלה. Ay 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 yo. Tiri ay 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 yo. Ay 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 yo. Tiri ay 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 yo. Lecha dodi לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי, מדך יחסו עניי עמי, ואני נתאירתי לה הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוזייך, ורחקו כל דווייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמשוש חתן הכלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תעריצי, על יד איש בן פרצי, ואני שמחה ונגילה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. ay 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 yo. Didi ay 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 yo. Didi ay 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 yo. Ay 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 yo. Hולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני
Let's turn together to page 28. We'll actually stay standing if we're standing as we call each other and ourselves to prayer. Ya la 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 ya la 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 lo. Ay la la ya la 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 yo. Ay la la la. Ay la la la. Ay la la ya la la lo. ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. You may be seated. On page 30, we bless this incredible movement of lightness and darkness, paying attention to the seasons, to the impact of shadow and sun. And we bless the bottom of page 30. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המריב הרבים. On page 32, we bless love, the tendrils of love that connect us to past and future, to the land. And we bless at the bottom of the page. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. We'll rise in body and spirit on page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. We continue on the next page. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושילנתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
The journey that our Arvit, our evening service, takes us through, starting with asking if you are paying attention, to recognizing the love that Adonai shows us by creating a universe that reminds us that our lives move in circles, to reminding us of the love that Adonai shows us through the creation of mitzvot and of boundaries, to recognition that that Adonai who does both of those things is one, and that everything within it, everything within us, everything in the universe is just an aspect of that oneness. It all leads us right to this moment. This moment where we are standing on the shores of the sea, waiting and hoping that it is going to open to us so we can cross to the other side. Except it kind of isn't, because Mi Chamocha is what we sing on the other side, saying, woohoo, we did it. And yet somehow, I don't know about you, but I have a much easier time and find it much more resonant to be standing with my toes getting wet, with the chariots rumbling up behind me, seeing the other shore, not knowing if the sea is going to open for me, and just kind of leaning into that moment of uncertainty. And I think our tradition is with me on this one. You know, there's many midrashim, notably the one, and I got to say, if somebody knows a source for this, I would love to, because I looked and I can't find it. The midrash about Nachshon, which Talmud tells us is the first person who walked into the sea, not knowing whether it was going to open, the bravest amongst us, the trailblazer, right? We should all be Nachshons, willing to go in first, a lone nut, which is always the beginning of any movement. And there is this midrash that and it's a midrash that's based on a grammatical oddity about Mi Chamocha. Many of you have heard this. In the first line, we sing Mi Chamocha. There's no little dot in the middle of the Chaf, so we say Cha. And the second time, we sing Mi Kamocha, and why? And this sourceless, as far as I know, midrash gets cited all the time, but I've never seen anybody show their work. It's okay. Rambam didn't show his work. That Nachshon, anticipating this song that Torah tells us we don't sing until we get to the other side, starts singing Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai. And by the time he gets to the second line, the water is up to here. And in trying to sing while spitting the water out of his mouth, can no longer somehow pronounce cha. It's not science, okay? So shut up. Can no longer produce a cha sound, so the only sound left to them is a ka sound. We are standing on this side of the water, imagining what liberation looks like on the other side of the water, wondering if it is going to open to us, standing in this moment of huge uncertainty about a journey, the outcome of which is still not assured. And what do we do in this moment? We sing into our imagination what it'll be like when we get to the other side, not knowing how we're going to get there, but just trusting that somehow, some way, some sea is going to open to us and let us cross into freedom.
Page 40.
Ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha Medav HaKodesh Nora Tehilo כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד, חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני God Israel.
We'll turn to page 42 and pray for protection, for peace.
ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו.
Turn to the next page, to page 44, and rise in body and spirit.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי.
It's wonderful.
You go.
ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We'll take these next moments in personal prayer. We'll start together on page 46 and then have quiet. And I just invite you to find words the words of your heart, using the words of the Siddur. And we'll join back together on page 62. When you're ready, you can sit down, and don't feel rushed to finish your prayer. Even if we start singing again, feel free to just stay where you are and keep going as long as you need.
Adonai, Svatay Tiftach, Ufi Agi, Tehilatecha, Adonai, Svatay Tiftach, Ufi Agi, shalom b'roma. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru v'imru Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru v'imru
We take this time now to pray for healing of body and spirit. So we'll sing, and then I'll invite you please to share names of people that you're praying for. Share names in the chat, share names aloud, and we'll seal our prayers with song. We'll turn together to page 253.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Tonight we're praying for Shabbat Shalom. So I want to dedicate this dvar to MJ Gilbert, who is fleeing. MJ, who is a dear friend, a beloved collaborator, a beloved teacher and musician, mentor in community. And MJ, I recognize that this dedication will likely make you feel pretty uncomfortable, but deal with it.
I think it's the least of the discomfort that is to come.
Oh, okay, the least of the discomfort to come. Okay, great. And I want to dedicate this dvar also to each of us, as a promise and as a wish that we find friends and collaborators and teachers, that we savor our time together, that we know even in moments of loneliness and overwhelm, that we can become exactly who we need for each other. We are just that kind of magic. So we read in Parshat Devarim, this first parsha of the book of Torah, of Devarim, which means words. How's that for a stunning title? Devarim, the book of things, truly. Or Deuteronomy, which means, I didn't know, but I looked it up. Very cool. Deuteros in Greek is law, is second. Nomos is law. So the Greek translation of Devarim wants us to imagine that Devarim is just a simple copy, right, or second repetition of the laws that we've already heard in Torah. But I want to offer that Devarim, this book of words, is a testimony. It's a reinterpretation. It's, in fact, Moshe's final offering to the people, his reflection on all that they have lived together. So Moshe gathers the people together at the book of Devarim, and he begins to speak. Throughout the book, he'll tell the people what they've lived through. He will give them instructions about how to live when they enter the land. He will offer them blessings and curses, and will prophesy pretty pessimistically about what is in store, about all that they're going to forget. But I want to say that Devarim offers us a tremendous gift because it gifts us Moshe's voice. It gives us a leader at the end of his journey. It gives us an opening into the treasure and the impossibility of being in community, of struggling through it together. Yes, the book of Devarim is dressed up as fussy instructions and scary threats, but inside of it, Devarim is a meditation on mortality, on the impact of living one's life in direct confrontation with the wilderness, on the irrepressible gift that is our capacity to change. Midrash teaches, Kol mi she'eno oseh atzmo kamidbar, hefker, eno yachol liknot et ha'chochma ve'hatorah, lechach ne'emar b'midbar Sinai. The Midrash teaches that only one who makes oneself like the wilderness can become wise in Torah, or only one who allows the stories that they tell about themselves to change can acquire Torah. So here in these very first verses of our Parsha, we read about Moshe teaching Torah as his own, teaching all that he has learned. And we read, Be'ever hayarden be'eretz Moav, ho'il Moshe ba'er et haTorah hazot lemor. Or right on the other side of the river, Moshe begins to explain. He begins to interpret Torah. This verb, bet aleph resh, means to make clear, or to engrave letters on a tablet, and to be open and clear. It's really fixed. It's really objective. But if you mix those words around, bet resh aleph means to create. So Moshe begins to tell or retell and to make Torah clear. But to do this, he engages in an act of creation, of imagination, of imbuing himself and his wisdom and worry into the story. This isn't impartial making clear. This is bringing your whole self in and opening it up. So the very first verse of our parsha begins, Ele hadvarim asher diber Moshe el kol bnei Yisrael be'ever hayarden bamidbar. These are the words that Moses addresses to all of Israel right on the other side of the Jordan. But wait, say the commentators. Ele hadvarim asher diber Moshe. This is the story of Moshe's words, Moshe's interpretations. Midrash Tanchuma imagines the Israelites suddenly interjecting, Etmol amarta lo ish devarim anochi. Yesterday you said to us, just yesterday being in Exodus, in the book of Exodus, I don't have any words. I'm a person who doesn't have any words. And here you come, ve'achshav atam medaber kol kach, and here you come saying so many things. How could it be that the same person who needed support, finding the words, is now sitting there in the middle of the people, pouring out so much language that our parsha begins, Ele hadvarim asher diber Moshe. These are the words that Moses spoke. Commentary on this verse seems to draw on the Midrash that teaches that we acquire Torah through living through and learning from the wilderness. Moshe was able to go from being someone who didn't speak, who didn't know if he wanted to sharing his words with the people because he engaged in Torah, because he kept learning throughout the long years of wilderness. He kept himself and the people around him moving. Our Parsha wants us to remember we acquire wisdom by releasing ourselves from the ways we see ourselves and allowing ourselves to become other, to become renewed, to be honest about who we are in the moment, and be humble enough, hopeful enough, human enough to allow ourselves to change. This is Shabbat Chazon, the Shabbat before Tisha B'Av, which Chazon means insight or sight. This Shabbat is named in honor of the Haftarah that we read this Shabbat when the Israelites are informed about disasters that await them, and also about the transformative power of tshuva, of reflection, repentance, and change. We are reminded this Shabbat as we start our pivot towards the high holidays, that the heart of our work in the world is our ability to soften, to reflect, to release, and transform. So in that spirit, and in honor of both Moshe and MJ Rabbeinu, I want to offer these questions, that we get to carry them with us, that they might be company for us through these next weeks as we prepare for the high holy days. What are ways that we once saw ourselves that have changed over the course of our lives? How did that change happen? Slowly? Suddenly? What kind of wilderness are we navigating right now? And what kind of Torah is emerging? For you, dear MJ, as you ready yourself to move to Boston, to la'asok b'divrei Torah, to immerse yourself in the depths of Torah, I pray that you let yourself be exactly who you are in the moment, and to open yourself to the deep, delicious work of tshuva, of trusting yourself to be who you will be in the wilderness of this moment, in the wild unknown of this time of change. You are a gift. Your presence is a gift. We can't wait to know you through these next phases of your journey. May you go in strength, bringing with you the love and belief of your community. Look around, we are but a fractal. There will be moments of shake, moments of disorientation, but may you never doubt the depth of MJ love here at Shir Tikva and in the Twin Cities. Go in peace and return to us in peace. Shabbat Shalom. MJ was on my search committee when I was a baby rabbinical student looking for a job. And MJ quoted Octavia Butler about change. I only realized this during the service. I hadn't put those pieces together. And Octavia Butler and MJ have like almost full credit for getting me to Shir Tikva. They share credit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let us open to blessing. We'll sing. Our friends on Zoom are invited to pour blessings into the chat. And I also just want to invite us to hold it's likely many of us know exactly what kind of blessings we need, or blessings that we wish we could give the people around us in this world. So I just want to invite us to hold that in our hearts as we sing. If you want to sing with me, the words are on our tiny sheets in the Siddur. Hamalach hagoel oti, Hamalach hagoel oti mikol ra, yevarech et hane'arim, vayikarev bahem shemi, v'shem avotai, v'shem avotai, Avraham v'Yitzchak, v'yitgul harov, v'yitgul harov b'kerev haaretz. Yisimchem Elohim kesara, kerivka, kerachel, uchelea, כפריים וכמנשה, יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. יללי, 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 bringing our full selves. Let us trust when to be silent to build wisdom, and let us trust when to speak to share wisdom. May we all find the courage of Nachshon to take that first leap of faith, especially when no one else joins you. May we always see the need to change as an opportunity. May we always be here to welcome each other back to community. May all going through transitions go easy. May we find home and community wherever we are. May we have the insight to transform ourselves and to find the words to shape our narrative. May we all have the strength to move from the mountains of Moab to Israel. May we take in the beauty of the wilderness itself, the tangle of vines, the dark paths in the woods, the rich smells of the swamp. May we never be afraid to change, even when it's hard to face the change needed. May we be capable in the ever-changing balance of caring for ourselves and caring for others. May we be open to becoming new again and again. May we have the courage and humility to step into wilderness, the water, and the unknown to make the changes we need. May the tightness of anger constricting our hearts and throats gently soften, and may our full, powerful voices rise. May we envision a liberated world on the other side of the water, and may we invite everyone we can to come build it with us. May we trust in ourselves and in each other through all the narrow places we face. May the generations of new rabbis in our community remind us of the ways this place and our work can change too. Ken yehi ratzon, yalalai, 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 yalalai. Zoom blessers will rise in body and spirit. Turn to page 284.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We take this time now to remember, to recite Kaddish. And it's been our custom these last many, many months to sing Oseh Shalom as a way of holding open a container of grief for all of the people who have been killed in Israel-Palestine. And I want to offer, this is not enough. Singing Oseh Shalom is not enough. And it can be easy to feel crushed in the feeling of the enormity to the point of experiencing powerlessness or giving over. And I'm so grateful to the many, many people in our community who are taking action, who are working for peace. But I want to offer that this act of remembering, this act of pausing and singing and feeling is one of the ways we stay human, one of the ways we stay connected. This is not enough, but one tiny piece, one tiny offering, one way of holding it together. We'll sing Oseh Shalom, and then we'll offer our community's list.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, imru, amen.
We're in the Shloshim, in the first 30 days since the death of Ned Rumanir, father of Izzy and stepfather of Ellie Rose and beloved member of Shir Tikva.
Ned died recently of pancreatic cancer, and he was a social worker and a father and just a really fun, warm, smart guy, one of the nicest guys you'd ever know. I met him our first year in grad school in '82, and we became friends, and he was really supportive. And then we had another round of friendship when he joined Shir Tikva in support of Izzy, who wanted to connect with her Judaism. A really beautiful person. I miss him.
We're in the Shloshim, the first 30 days since the death of David Earl Rinker, father of Kristen Ruth and grandfather of Eben and Emmett. Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say because I'm kind of raw, but my mother died in June on the 19th, and my father died 40 days later of a broken heart. I've never seen anything so powerful in my whole life.
Holding you. We observe the yard sites when the anniversaries of the deaths of Meyer Atkin, Rondi's grandfather.
My Zadie was born in 1889 in a shtetl in Russia, and he was known as Meyer the Stark, which is Yiddish for Meyer the Strong, because he would beat up on Cossacks who would beat up on Jews. And he came to this country to escape the Tsar's army before World War I, with no English, no papers, and as family lore has it, 17 cents.
Jay Binder, Jane's father, and Emily and Naomi's grandfather. Carol Jean Coventry, Sharon Jaffe's beloved. Marilyn Cronin, Kendrick's Nana.
So I was trying to think of which incredible story to tell about her. But given that I've had like 3 heart sites in a row, my brain's a little mushy. So 2 weeks ago was the heart site of my uncle passing away, and he and my mom got along really beautifully. My father's whole family really welcomed my mom, which is big because they're Irish and she's Italian. It's a whole thing. But it's very Boston of them. It's very cute. And I'll never forget, like my father's side of the family used to get these amazing ice cream cakes for everyone's birthdays. And they're from this place called Mellowtharbs, which I'm not even sure if it's around anymore. I was trying to Google it earlier. It wasn't happening. And my mother somehow got into her head that she needed to get balloons for someone's birthday. And so she was going to get them at Mellowtharbs when she picked up the cake, which Mellowtharbs doesn't sell balloons. But my Nana was like, no, go to Mellowtharbs, get the cake, get the balloons, it'll be fine. She went to like 3 different stores, got so lost. It was a nightmare. But eventually came back with cake and balloons, and it was fine. It was fine. And then my Nana was like, how did you get balloons at Mellowtharbs? They don't sell balloons. My mom's like, yeah, I went to like 3 different stores. They loved her.
Corinne Dose, Kathy Swoboda Krug's mother. Daniel Fox, Larry's father. Bruce Fox, Faith Weiss's fiance. Gabe Friedman, Barbara Egley's father. Ralph Daniel Gracie, Paul's great uncle. Robert Kay, Eric Rame's great uncle. Patricia Klibanoff, Catherine's mom. Betty Lipkin, Rachel's mom. MJ.
I can't believe it's 15 years since Mom passed away. When I think of Mom, Betty, she was an enthusiastic Iron Ranger. So she grew up in Eveleth and instilled this whole love of the Iron Range and the culture up there in me. And one of the things she was really into bowling. There was a B'nai B'rith bowling league in Minneapolis, and she bowled at Texatonka Lanes, and I understand that she bet on every game. They had a little money going on. But I grew up with all these bowling trophies lining the mantle in the basement of all of these like perfect games and stuff. She was like really, really into bowling. But the other thing I think she really fought for social justice. She volunteered at the ACLU. She volunteered for Hadassah and Council for Jewish Women and Eugene McCarthy. And so she really instilled a love of public speaking and working for change.
Thanks, Rachel. Anne Ellen Rotz, Mike's mom. Frances Nemeth, Lily Berman's mom. Irving Platt, Marcia Eisenberg's father. Harold Rosen, Shira Burton's grandfather. Dr. Robert Sayer, Nina's father. Frank Schultz, Caroline's father. Tom Siegel, Julie's friend, and a member of Shir Tikva, beloved.
Yeah, Tom was actually a really good friend of mine, and he spent time with our family. He came to Isabella's birthday parties, and he had mental illness and ended his life. I miss him.
Herbert Spieler, Barbara Greenhall's father. Lillian Bernstein Weinberg, Neil Gossman's grandmother. Carol Will, Jake Porter Cohen's grandmother. Matthew Walchuk, Karen Rotz's father. And Skip Wood, Jessica Wicks's husband. And I want to add to this list Michael Brown, who was murdered in Ferguson, Missouri 10 years ago. May his memory be a blessing. May this world transform, and may his family be comforted. I'm going to invite us, please, to rise in body and spirit. Oh, so forgive me, I'm pausing, and I'm going to ask, thank you, if there are other people here who would like to share names before we rise. Other people who are remembering people who have died recently or this year.
There's a young person who I only met once, but this was someone in my life named Scott. He was 12. He just passed away really suddenly about a week ago. And he was really creative. Like, when I got to spend time with him, he was building these really intricate scenes with his Legos. Just a really sweet guy. So I'm thinking a lot about his family because they're in a very bad spot.
My beloved offspring just stepped out of the room, and I wish that they were speaking these words and not me. But a year ago, the DIY punk community gathered in joy and support and music at a venue called Nudiland. And a bunch of this beloved community was hanging out in the backyard, and a couple people came up and in an act of hate and homophobia shot up the place. And amongst the people who were harmed, one of the mainstays of that community, a joyous musician, a friend, a lover, a mentor, August, was killed that night. And that community is changed forever. And we remember August.
Let's rise in body and spirit. Page 294 for Kaddish Yatom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbav ve'almad yivrach yirutei v'yamlik malchutei v'chayehon yomechon v'chayeh techol beis Yisrael v'avalah v'zman kariv v'yivru amen yehei shemei Rabbav v'vorach le'olam amen almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'yusha v'richu le'elam yimkol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran ve'amah v'yivru amen v'yeh shva l'arava min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yivru amen oseh shalom v'yivru hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yivru amen.
Julia? Thus commenceth the announcements. I'm MJ Gilbert, and thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for making this weird, odd collection of human beings who are knitting something together that actually has a chance of surviving what I think is the crash of this phase of Jewish life, and is part of, and maybe at the forefront of, the Jewish life that we will knit out of everything that is ending around us. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. At the end of services tonight,
Shabbat Chazon, everyone.
would you please take those little pieces of paper and separate from them from your book and make a nice pile of books and a nice pile of pieces of paper? There really is no difference between the sublime and the ridiculous.
Which one is sublime?
And which one is ridiculous? The answer to that question is yes. which might be the answer to every question. Thank you for everybody who made tonight possible. You're welcome. Oneg's on me tonight. Thank you to this rabbi. You may not remember that before this rabbi came here, I did not really come here very often. I kind of missed the days that like I would walk in and people would go, "Oh!" So whatever blame I hold for your having arrived here, you hold really all the blame for my having arrived here. Yes. Oh, no. Yes, pretty much. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be leaving either.
I'm sorry. I have something to be doey for this high holidays.
Okay, so this one, and Gordon and Eric and the Macomb Minion and Julie Jacobs for letting me steal her announcements one last time. And Lori and David Raskus for holding down Oneg duties tonight, as you have so often, as you do so beautifully. I can't wait. I got a little preview over there. It's amazing. Thank you to our Shomrim and for security for making us safe to pray. There is, as always, a lot going on at Shir Tikva. I have to say, if anything is going to make me cry tonight, it's imagining all the amazing things that are about to be happening at Shir Tikva that I am going to just have to know are happening from afar.
Zoom in.
Maybe I can zoom in. I can zoom in. I may give blessings. Lengthy, annoying blessings. So some of them, those things, all of those things can be discovered through reading the e-news or on the website. But here's a couple of them. On Monday, it's Erev Tisha B'Av. We will gather together to mark Tisha B'Av, the sacred day of grief that asks us to face the suffering of the world with courage and full heart. Tisha B'Av is going to feel a little different this year. It should. Please find more information about what that's going to look like on the website and come join us Monday night. Our comprehensive high holiday calendar is being emailed to you this coming Wednesday.
Can you feel it? It's coming.
Check your inbox. Get ready for 5785. It's going to be a wild ride. There's always need for more support, particularly on Friday nights for the ushering duties. Once upon a time, this was a duty of the board. As Julie has occasionally reminded us, the board has failed miserably in holding up that duty, but the board upholds its duty so beautifully in so many other ways. So you are invited to participate in the way that we welcome and hold down this part of the existence of this community, without which this community could not exist. The fact that we do all the things that we do as members of Shir Tikva, we have our opinions, our millions of opinions, the things we're angry about, the things that we love, and the fact that we get to come back into this room and pray and sing together. No, you're not going to rush me through this. You told me I could do the announcements. It is absolutely vital that we come back to this room and pray. So please, if you feel like you might be a person who wants to do some ushering to welcome people back into the space or into the space for the first time, please sign up on the website. And on that note, a reminder that this community is here for you, wants to be here for you, wants to show up for you when you are in pain and when you are in joy. And if that applies to you, please let the rabbis know so that they can activate support. And I think I have finally convinced you that I shouldn't do the announcements anymore. No. Amen va'amen.
Yasher koach. So please, the only announcement that MJ omitted from this sheet
that one.
Is that there's a beautiful oneg. Thank you so much, MJ. And then you're invited to please join us here back in the sanctuary for more singing, if you wish. Of course, there's kibitzing to be had in the social hall, but if you wish to sing further...
No pressure, but a few more minutes of singing.
Yes. So we will close by blessing, and then we will go out and have wonderful snacks and come on back in to sing. Good Shabbos, everyone. Shabbat shalom. We'll close in song. Good Shabbos, everyone. May it be.
Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Did it, ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Did it, ay, 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 maybe we'll pick that up in a few minutes after you filled your bellies. Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos. See you here in a few minutes. And if you're on Zoom and you want to sing, the stream will stay open so we can say it together. Isn't that nice?
It's really nice.
Good Shabbos.
I mean, I just like what freaks me out is my dad had his knee replaced, and he always told me that like his voice is in my ear. That his doctors told him that the doctor lied to all of his patients about how painful it was, because if people knew how bad it was, no one would have the surgery. Really painful. He just like, I mean, they saw down here, put this metal. The other thing that's really weird is because it's like they have it's like a metal cap on the bone, and then there's like this plastic piece that slides on it. So you hear it. There's like a click, a mechanical click. When you move your knee, and you're like, what is that? And you're like, don't be scared. Your knee is going to always click, you know.
The sound of you thriving.
Right. It's weird. So, anyway.
Did you feel the click too?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little. Right. But, it's been good. But the disorienting, like, my bedroom is on the second floor, so I had to, like, move to the first floor. So I feel like I'm, like, staying at someone else's house or something, like, I'm in, like, bars and all my shit is, like, still upstairs. I think I'm gonna move back up. My birthday's in September. I'll start the new year back in my own sleeping my own bed. Hi. Well, I got a kick out of yeah, no, it's doing really well. It's actually a month today.
You're walking relatively okay.
Yeah. It's like, well,
to say, that means we'll sing whatever you want to sing, but it really depends on what you want to sing. Well, but I don't know if I want to do them or not. And you know, if we're calling it a tish, anybody can sing. Anybody can lead a song. Like, do you have something? Okay. Well, I'm ready in case no one has. I think I want to sing this. Oh. I didn't. Maybe we can't sing it. I forgot to bring something. Okay, so last time I sang here, I introduced a nigun that I wrote for, that's called Lily's Nigun. It's for Lily Benowitz. And I'm just going to start singing. I'm a cheapskate, so it was her birthday, and she's a dear friend. So rather than like spending actual money on a present, I said, I'll write you a nigun. So this is it. And I'm just going to, rather than like stop and teach, I'm just going to start singing it a little bit. And it's a very, you'll swear that you've heard it a million times before just because it sounds like every Ashkenazi nigun that you've ever, every Hasidic nigun you've ever heard. It goes like this. I'm just going to run it through. Ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da 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 da. I'll repeat that. That's the first part. Ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da da ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da 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 da. Here's the second part. Ay 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 ya da da. Ay ya da da ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da da. Ay 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da da. Ay ya da da ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da da. Ay ya da da ay 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da da. Ay ya da da ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da da. Ay ya da da ay ay ay. Last time. Ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Ay 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 ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh ay 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 ya da 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 do. Do any of you have something you'd like to sing, or something you'd like to just teach? Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't have, I printed, I think I've got like 12 of these, and I'm going to keep one. So I've got 11 of them. So sharing is caring. And I want to do the second one on here because the first one actually has a lot of words for verses that I was going to take the verses, but I forgot to bring the words to the verses, so that's not going to happen. So I will say it feels a little weird to sing a song from Shir HaShirim 2 days before Tisha B'Av. And it's always like, okay, let's get through the hard part as quickly as possible, because on the other side of Tisha B'Av, we get like joy and hope. So, but I really want to sing this song, so I hope you will indulge me. The real reason I want to sing this song is because this is the first song that I ever sang with our rabbi. Ani Yeshena, I am sleeping, but my heart is awake. The voice of my beloved is knocking, open to me. My sister, my beloved, my dove, my pure one, your eyes are filled with dew. Lila, your eyelids are covered with the night, or something like that. It sounds like this. Huh? Hello, will you sing the song with me? This is our first song. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Would you let me to teach this to you? I will just keep singing, or I will teach. I'm seeing a couple of nods. Anybody like tired of having to learn things as the darkness gathers? What? I'll sing a line and then sing it back with me. So we'll do an abbreviated bit of teaching. Ani Yeshena v'libi try just that much with me. Ani Yeshena v'libi listen. Kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Kol dodi dofek pitchi li. The whole thing so far. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Lovely, listen. Ani Yeshena v'libi try that. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Let's try the whole thing so far. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi. Let's do that one more time, just to kind of cement it. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Ani Yeshena v'libi kol dodi dofek pitchi li. Achoti rayati onati tamati sheroshi nimlatal futzotayeti selayla. And that repeats So I'll break that down a little bit for you. Achoti rayati, achoti rayati, yonati tamati. All of that. Achoti rayati, yonati tamati, roshi sheroshi nimlatal, sheroshi nimlatal, kvutzotai selaila, kvutzotai selaila, achoti rayati, yonati tamati, sheroshi nimlatal, kvutzotai selaila, ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili, ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili. Achoti rayati, yonati tamati, sheroshi nimlatal, kvutzotai selaila. Achoti rayati, yonati tamati, sheroshi nimlatal, kvutzotai selaila. Ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili. Ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili. Achoti rayati, yonati tamati, sheroshi nimlata, kvutzotai selaila. Achoti rayati, yonati anati, sheroshi nimlata, kvutzotai selaila. Ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili. Ani yeshena, velibihe, velibihe, kodo dido fek hili. Does anybody have a song? I know you didn't a few minutes ago, but okay. So check me on this, okay? I'm sorry I forgot to put it. I was doing this like in a hurry while I was like showering and getting dressed. I am asleep, but my heart is awake. The voice of my beloved is knocking open for me. My sister, my friend, my dove, my tamati. I'm not sure if I've got it right. I could take a stab at it. Ariel, do you know? Yeah. My pure one. I was right. That my head is full of dew. My kvutzotai. I want to say like eyelashes. My eyelashes are like something of the night. What's the adjective here? There. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. My eyelashes are covered with the night. And I love the fact that we have a tradition that does not does not distinguish between love of Adonai and spiritual love and actual juicy love. Let's do one more. It's getting dark. I'll bet anybody who hasn't had dinner is getting hungry. Sharing is caring. Yes. So this is the last song, and you know, I'm not sure I'm going to be here for Tisha B'Av, because this next week is a week of madness for me. Madness, I tell you. And I'm just going to sing it. It's going to resolve into a nigun. This is Joey Weisenberg's song, and it's in English, so I don't have to say what it means. Pressure's off. By the waters of Babylon, we laid our lives down, laid our lives down. We sat and cried. By the waters of Babylon, we sang no sacred songs, sang no sacred songs. Our tongues were tied. Oh, 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 oh. I, 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 oh, oh. Did I, if I forget you, Jerusalem, I'll play no more again, play no more again, not one more time. Won't you show me Jerusalem, raised and broken, raised and broken, alone on high. I go to the end. Won't you show me Jerusalem, raised and broken, raised and broken, alone on high. Hey, 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 ay, 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 ay. Okay, I would sing with you all night long, but we do have people who can't leave until we leave. I'll sing with you again soon. I'll sing with you again in 7 weeks. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you. Okay, the sooner we vacate the building, the sooner the people who are protecting us can go home. So you don't have to go home, but you can stay here. Thank you. practicing in the library. Just take it.
I don't want to brain cover if you process what you're saying right now, but I'll be thinking about that for the rest of the
Just know that like my opinion of you is that like I struggle to be cool. I feel like I'm saying about 3 to 6 hours.
Okay, how about this? Turns out that giving hope, and you were one of the reasons I'm here at your Creek because I saw you use service to see that this was a place that I could be. So there you go. Now you take that.
I will.